Hey everyone, today I want to talk about the Magnetic Nude blushes. There were 3 of them from the Magnetic Nude collection, and they are the Extra Dimension finish. The first shade is At Dusk, which is a pale, ooh, it's getting too white. It's a pale baby pink. I found it to apply rather matte, and I found it very flattering on my skin tone as a blush or a highlighter. So the shade, as you can see, is super, super light. I mean, you can build it up, but it's really, really light. It's just a really natural looking soft blush. The next shade we have is, by the way, the other 2 blushes intimidate the heck out of me. We have Autoeroti, and this shade, I mean, I felt like it was a drastic jump in shade between the 2, because this is just so much darker. Now this shade is so much darker that when I tried to apply it as blush, it just didn't look right on my skin tone. So I did use this as a contour, but when I sheared this out, it can be used as a blush. It's just, it took so much shearing, I had to shear it out so much that I don't know if I want to put the extra work in. I'd rather just use it as a contour. If you have a darker skin tone or a medium skin tone, this will be fine as a blush on you. So there we go. As you can see, it's definitely deeper, but I mean, you can wear it as a blush. It definitely reminds me of a blush you would wear in like the 80s. That very, very rough cut blush, but I used it as a contour and I had no problems with it. And the last one is Pleasure Model, and this one again is another big jump in shade, I feel. You know, I mean, they're close, but this is really a dark blush. If you have a very deep skin tone, very dark skin tone, this is the blush you're going to choose. If you have a lighter skin tone or even a medium skin tone, this may be your contour shade rather than your actual blush shade, unless you use a very, very, very light hand. Very light hand. Just because of how dark it is. It's like a browned shade, and like I said, it would flatter some skin tones, but it definitely is not going to flatter the lighter skin tones if you're going to apply it with a heavy hand, unless you're going for that very dramatic, very cut blush look. In that case, I think it would look fantastic. The formula was very smooth, very easy to work with. I liked that I could build it up and I could shear it out. It took a little bit extra work, but I'm glad that I was able to do it. When I used my brush to pick up the product, I found just enough did go on the brush. I didn't have a lot of fallout. It wasn't exactly powdery, wasn't too soft or too hard. Overall, I like the formula of these blushes. I like the pigmentation of them, and I like that they're multi-use. Those are winners in my book if they're multi-use. So thank you so much for watching, and please follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust, and enjoy the picture swatches and the look I created using these blushes. Thank you.